Hello, Amandine here. Welcome in this new video. This week we're gonna free ourselves from a very paralyzing emotional wound after the abandonment and the rejection wound that we have covered already on this channel, which are for me the most frequent, common, and the most important to release first, right? Because either they isolate you or they make you feel really codependent. So it creates very a lot of lack of balance in your relationships with others and also in your relationship with yourself. So once you have been through those two first wounds, you will feel this need to go through the wound of betrayal, the betrayal wound, which is very, very painful and shameful, right? Because actually, the betrayal wound locks you into the role of strong woman or strong man behind the controlling mask, because we are afraid of being betrayed again. So yes, the social mask of the betrayal wound is the controlling mask. Like all the wounds, like all the social masks, a social mask is a set of maladaptive behaviors to survive and to be accepted in society. Like all the social masks, this controlling mask that we are going to talk about today is actually here to avoid being hurt again. So it has a good job. So we will show it a lot of gratitude today, right? So your controlling mask that we all have more intensively depending the period of your life, this controlling mask is here for a good reason, but it's possible to release it and to release the emotional charge behind it. That's what we're gonna do together. Okay, so the controlling mask is actually looking you into this false role of being a strong woman or a strong man. Okay, and my point is that this controlling mask is actually valued in our society. It's valued today in our society, still today, to be strong, to be performant, to be powerful, successful. And actually, this is not the truth. Maybe we can look like strong or self-confident in the outside, but inside this is not true. That's why it's super important to talk about this betrayal wound, right? Because we want to be authentic. If you are around or past 35 years old, you don't want to play a role anymore, to wear a social mask anymore, right? You're ready. So let's do that together, okay? I know very well this controlling mask. I've played all my life to be this strong and independent woman that I wasn't, right? So we can remove really gently this social mask together, because the problem is we are afraid of being hurt, betrayed, abused, or manipulated again. This is the betrayal wound. And actually, a part of you that in IFS therapy we call the protector, this part of you that is here to protect you, to not be hurt again, that we can call the ego, more generous. This protector is actually doing a very good job, because when you were betrayed, or when you had this feeling, you felt that you were betrayed, maybe you were too young, or maybe you were not equipped yet to go through this wound of betrayal, okay? So this part of you was very, very useful and had a very important job. But at a certain point of your life, instead of feeling protected, you start to feel like in your own prison. It's like this protection mechanism that you have created to not be hurt again become your fortress, right? You feel totally imprisoned. this is the sign that you're ready to release the betrayal wound. Okay? I personally know very well this wound. I really thought I was emotionally strong. That wasn't the truth. Everyone believed it, myself included, but the reality is that I was totally locked in a huge control of my emotion. I was almost insensitive, and when this insensitivity wakes up, I can tell you that you can become highly sensitive, and we want to create a balance. That's why we're here today. But I was terrified inside. Externally, I looked like I had no fear. I looked like very self-confident, but inside I was terrified, totally. I was really dominated by this fear of being abused again, this fear of being manipulated, dominated, or a fear of commitment, for example. You know, like a limiting belief you may have if you are dominated sometimes by this wound of betrayal. Like if you commit too intimately with someone, you will be abused, betrayed, or manipulated. So you will say, the protector, this part of you inside you, the protector, the ego, will say, no, I don't want to commit with this person. This is too dangerous. He's protecting you. That's his role. So in our emotional release treatment this year, we're gonna meet this part of you, this protector part of you, to see maybe he can change his job. We can meet him and know why he's overprotecting you like that, why it makes you resist to a relationship or a change in your life, right? This is what we're gonna do together. Because my point by sharing with you my story is to say something that you may know already if you follow my video, is that unprocessed emotions never die, right? You can protect yourself to not be hurt again, but those emotions are still trapped in your body. I'm sure you may have this experience already. So my job is here to facilitate this processing, okay? Instead of keeping your emotions, this fear of being betrayed again, unprocessed, we will process them, right? For you to not be and to not feel invalidated or handicapped in your relationship or in your life purpose, for example, okay? So when those fears of being betrayed come up again and again in your life, it's actually a good sign, because it reminds you that you have not settled something in your past, and that this something that you haven't processed before is now ready to be released. And this is what we're gonna do together, right? My job is to facilitate emotional process, emotional release with safety and creativity. It's not just to feel better, it's to create something from our new and empowering emotions, okay? So we're gonna start right now in this video. If you have a notebook, you can use your notebook today if it helps you with your emotions, okay? Yeah, start just by thinking about a situation or a relationship that when you have this impression that you're gonna be betrayed, you're gonna be deceived, okay? Think about a situation that you feel like people are, going to make fun of you, right? Think about a situation or a relationship that you think people will be unfaithful to you. think about a situation that you have this feeling that you're gonna be manipulated, a situation that you feel for some reason that people will do something behind your back. Think about a situation right now when you have this feeling that some people are not going to keep their commitment or loyalty to you. Think about a situation that you feel like you cannot trust someone. Think about a situation where you have this feeling that you're gonna be taken advantage of. You have this feeling that you may be abused or lied to. A situation that you feel like people will take advantage of your feelings or your trust. Okay? Just think about the situation where you have this feeling that you may be betrayed. What is betrayal for you? You know, this is very personal. What is betrayal for you? What does it mean for you? Just for you. And how did it show up in your life? Okay? This first exercise is an intro of the emotional release guided meditation that I'm gonna release in 2 days. Maybe it's already below this video. You can have a look. But this is the intro. Just being in touch with what is betrayal for you and how do you feel about that. Okay? Whatever you feel about betrayal, just know that this is normal. Those feelings you feel right now when you're connected with a betrayal situation is normal. You have nothing to be ashamed of. Okay? Everyone feels this wound of potentially being betrayed again or, you know, manipulated or abused. Okay? The only difference between people is those who have the tools to release these very uncomfortable feelings, those people that can understand the lessons, the teachings of this betrayal wound, and those people who, instead of releasing this fear of being betrayed, they actually compensate those emotions and those feelings with addiction. An addiction that is really common if you have betrayal wound coming up in your life is alcohol. Because alcohol will help you relax your muscular tensions. And when you have a betrayal wound, your body will tend to be tense, right? Because it has this fear to be betrayed, so will be super, super contracted. Myself, when my betrayal wound is coming up in my life, I have this feeling that I need to fight, and I also have this nostril that, you know, like I feel this anger, this rage, almost, right? I have to fight. I need to protect myself. So the protector part of myself is really on the defensive mode. This is really common when we have the betrayal wound coming up. So what we're gonna do this week in this guided meditation to release the betrayal wound, we will first, as you know, if you follow my channel, we will first feel the sensation of being betrayed in your body. You will feel your sensation, for example, the contraction, the muscular tensions. From your sensation, physical sensations, you will connect with the emotions that are trapped in your body. For my example, is rage, is anger, but it can be frustration, it can be impatience. Then, once you will have and identified your sensations and emotion, you will also connect with your negative thoughts and limiting beliefs. For example, if I am intimate, I'm going to be betrayed or abused, so I don't want to go further with this person, even if I actually want to be intimate with this person. So this is a limiting pattern. And from there, we're going to also explore all those reactions, sometimes irrational reactions. When you feel that you will be betrayed, you can be very angry, you can create a lot of conflicts with yourself, with people, you will have addictions, you will have maladaptive behaviors. So all those reactions there are so many reactions and limited behaviors with this betrayal wound. We would gonna cover those, okay? And we're gonna go behind your controlling social mask, okay? We're gonna see, why do you need to be this strong woman? Why do you need to be this strong and controlling man? And we're gonna meet the part of you that is controlling, who is protecting. And you'll see actually the beauty of this treatment that I'm gonna share on this channel in 2 days, and maybe this is already below this video. The beauty in this guided process is that you will understand that you cannot release an emotion if you don't ask for the permission to the protector inside of you. Once you will meet the protector part of you, you will see how tense this part of you is, and you'll see how possible it is to release, to relax, and to access to the wounded part of you. This part of you who actually are afraid of being betrayed again. So this is the experience that I really want to share with you this week. Releasing the betrayal wound we all have inside of us. That is this energy, this trapped energy, those trapped emotions and discomfort that actually are stored in our bodies, that actually are not that it's possible to release them. It's really possible. I am the living proof, I've been dominated and controlled and trapped and enslaved by my emotions my entire life. So if I can live today free from this emotional prison, actually you can do it too, right? I've learned the tools. I'm here for you. You can contact me below this video. If you want to talk with me, we can book for a free call actually together. You can talk about your wounds, this fear of being betrayed, and we can see together how you can release it safely, creatively, in the best way for you. I will introduce you with my techniques, my emotional freedom techniques, which are theta healing, somatic practices, but also IFS, and I'm going to talk about in the next video. So feel free to get in touch with me in a private message, or I'm gonna also put my email address below this video. I know for some people it's easier to talk about their emotions in a private message, but you can also put a public comment. It can also help other people. Feel free to contact me anytime. I'm really happy and honored to do those videos and to share with you that it's possible to live better with our emotions, in our relationship, with our intuitions and sensitivity, and to use our emotion differently to get closer and closer to our life purpose. This is what I wish for every one of us. I love you, and I wish you a very good week. Bye-bye.